Hello, it is Friday and today I'm going to continue with the little mini series that I was working on to answer the questions every woman should ask herself today. In my last video I did question 1, do I examine my life enough? And today I am going to do question 2 and maybe question 3. It just depends on how long this video is running. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Question 2 is, do I care too much about what people think? And if you have watched any of my videos at all, you know that I have already kind of addressed that issue before because I feel like that is definitely one of my biggest weaknesses. I struggle with it as well, the battle between feeling like you do need to care what other people think to an extent, but at the same time living your life not caring what other people think. You know, it's almost a balance there. I think we do need to care sometimes, but other times you don't need to care. So I guess choose those situations wisely. So question 2 reads like this. Well, what's too much? Here's why I hesitate. If I answer, no, I don't care what people think, I seem arrogant. But if I answer, yes, I care too much about what people think, I risk seeming spineless. That sounds like what I just said. Such a statement suggests that I've given away my power without even bruising my knuckles. Never mind that we all, to some degree, worry about what people think, because we're human. I don't care whether you're a shock jock or the president of the Tacky Christmas Sweater Club. There's always going to be someone whose love, attention, and respect you're courting. So I'll just give you the honest answer. Yes, I have often cared too much. I grew up in a preppy enclave of Delaware where I was the short, wisecracking girl who was neither popular nor unpopular, who pretended to be dumber and richer than she was, and who did not speak up when her friends made racist or sexist jokes, who believed that one day, if she kept adopting the customs and attire of the lockjawed tribe she lived among, she would be seen as normal and everyone would like her. I wish I could say that caring too much about others' opinions vanished as soon as I grew up, but long after I'd left the deb balls and lacrosse fields of my youth, those anxieties still gnawed at me. Instead of writing about what I knew, I spent my 20s imitating others, drunks, junkies, French philosophers, and shying away from what obsessed me, which was the inner lives of women. I thought writing about those things would brand me as either a frivolous lightweight or one more hysterical female. Then I turned 30. I had a baby girl, and my father, after a 16-year battle with cancer, died at 56. He was someone who lived big, and the last time I saw him, when I told him that I was anxious about the motherhood business, anxious that no one would ever want to publish my work, he replied, "You just have to get out of your own way." I had to write what I had to write. I had to stop worrying about what kind of mother I would be. I had to stop wasting time. Life is brief, but if you're brave, it's deep. That mask I'd been wearing, I had to take it off. I didn't want my daughter to see it in my closet and think it was part of every woman's wardrobe. By investing others with the power to dictate who you are, you rob yourself of an opportunity to truly grow. You shortchange yourself by devaluing the experiences and knowledge you've banked, all those things that have been making you, you. And in the end, who cares about being anything else? And that's by Elisa Chappell. She's the author most recently of the story collection Blueprints for Building Better Girls. And that is by Simon & Schuster. Wow, that was pretty deep. Whenever it said you have to just get out of your own way, that really spoke to me, because along this journey that I'm taking right now, that is something that I keep tripping over. It happened again last night. Every time that I get around a certain group of people, I seem to become a lesser version of who I am. I feel empowered when I know that I'm about to meet with these people, and I feel like this time it's going to be different, but when I get there I find that I'm just a nervous wreck, that I'm stuttering over my words, that I'm self-conscious in my mannerisms, in the way that I walk, in the way that I talk. I don't know what it is. It's nothing that these people have done to me. This article just said it best. It said, by investing others with the power to dictate who you are, you rob yourself of an opportunity to truly grow. You shortchange yourself by devaluing the experiences and knowledge that you've banked. All those things that have been making you, you. I really don't think there's anything else I can add to that. That is just, that's an amazing piece of advice. And I hope that somebody watches this video or has at least picked up this magazine and has read that for themselves. So I'll keep this in mind. Matter of fact, I think I'll just put it in my purse, or I actually don't carry a purse, so I'll put it in my wallet. And whenever I start feeling that I'm shortchanging myself, I'm just going to take this out and reread it, keep it in mind to empower myself, so that when I get around these group of ladies, that I will be empowered to just be who I am. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to question 3. And it is, am I with the right person? Now, I'm going to go ahead and say right off the top that I am married, and I've been married for 17 years. So whether or not I'm with the right person at this point in my life is not a question to me. But I will read it for the sake of those of you who may be questioning that. Okay, so it says, in Yiddish, there's a word for bashert. I guess that's how you say it. The meaning is something like intended. The person who was meant for you. You're not talking about a soulmate, though modern usage often spins it that way. The original meaning is more complicated. Your basherter won't always make you happy, and your life together won't always be easy, but there's a sense of rightness of having landed where you're supposed to be. For most of us, though, that certainty is hard to come by. Life is messy and multivalent. Circumstances conspire to change our core relationships. Yet, for that, we can be grateful. Sometimes a challenge can make it clear to us that we're meant to leave a partnership. Other times, our problems bring us closer. How then do we know? What makes us certain? For my sister, the clue was a sense of quiet. She used to spend hours talking to her friends about guys, analyzing, deciphering. But when she started seeing the man who became her husband, all of that stopped. She felt calm and confident enough just to let things play out. Similarly, a married friend says his dating years always felt like a struggle, that his instincts often turned out to be wrong. But with the woman he ended up marrying, he suddenly knew all the right things to say. His marriage involves work, of course, but now the work feels like swimming with the current instead of struggling upstream. That friend also says you can tell a lot from the most ordinary moments. On an unexceptional night, when you've ordered pizza and you're watching movies, when you're wearing moth-holed sweaters and each other's socks and you both have miserable colds, are you happy? Are you exactly where you want to be? Another friend, one who told me in an odd tone 3 weeks after she met her future husband, I'm going to marry that man, says it all about how you fight. In the midst of your worst arguments, the ones where you'd threaten and accuse and generalize and ungenerously compare, bringing up events buried years ago and slitting your eyes in disgust, all those moments, can you step back and perceive your ridiculousness? Can you remember why you like each other, even when you disagree? That principle inspired the best wedding present my husband and I received. A set of Groucho Marx glasses, noses, mustaches, to be donned in moments of marital discord. It's been 20 years since I met my husband and 14 since we were married. In that time, we've navigated uneven success, unforeseen disappointments, moments of shameful pride. We've lost a mother and a father between us. We've lived in 6 cities, worked countless jobs, survived autoimmune diseases and smoking cessation. We've lost 6 pregnancies and given birth to a son. And in times of both euphoria and despair, there's no one I would rather have at my side than my husband. Not only because he knows how to celebrate and to comfort, but also because without him, no joy or sorrow would have meaning. In our marriage, we feel the sense of calm my sister describes. We feel, too, the relief of swimming with the current, the joys of small things. We watch movies in holey sweaters and old socks. And when we fight, we don our Groucho Marx glasses and get through it. But it's that last something, that sense of deep partnership in the best and worst times, that makes me know I'm with the right person, that makes me sure this marriage is, in every sense of the word, Bashert. And that's from Julie Orringer. She's the author most recently of the novel The Invisible Bridge. So there's nothing probably else that I could add to that. Like I said, I've been married to my husband for 17 years. We've gone through a lot together in that 17 years. I could probably write a book about it. But I guess anyone who's been married that long has some stories. But anyway, maybe that was for someone who could use it. Okay, so that concludes today's video and questions 2 and 3. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.